Hello everyone, welcome back to another Aviation Master live stream. Today we're actually going to be hopping from Fort Lauderdale down to Key West. It's going to be a very interesting flight because we do have some really nice ortho and some scenery brought to you by Orbit Simulations. So I just want to see that as well. I'm going to be using Starseed for Lauderdale today because a bunch of paper sceneries haven't been as accurate with Fort Lauderdale, in terms of runway texturing and Fort Lauderdale has been going through a lot lately, so I just decided to use Starseed for now. I have already started up the 737-700 in terms of some pre-flight. I have been doing like 15 minutes of pre-flight already. I want to get going down to Key West. I usually don't stream this late, but I just wanted to test out how things were going and stuff like that. We still have our chocks on. I didn't expect to stream this, but sure, why not? It's a fun flight, and I believe we have streamed with Key West scenery in this channel. So yeah, let me actually check the mic scenery. Alright, so far it's going well, but if you guys notice any issues, please tell me. Anyway, we're gonna get into the cockpit and I'm gonna show you what everything's about right now. So we're here. I'm gonna show you my weight and balance page. We're not gonna be taking that much cargo down to Key West, just around 4.7 thousand pounds, cause we don't really want anything to get too crazy, because Key West doesn't have the longest of runways, so gotta make sure we have enough to land safely, at the very least. Want to land safely. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start the APU right now, and let's just set our cruising altitude, which is 11,000 feet. We're not going to be hopping that high today. Not going to be cruising that high because Key West is not that far away. It's actually really close to Marathon, and Marathon is like 20 minutes away on a G8 airplane. So actually, let me check the V speeds because I need to know that. So V2 is 123 knots, so I'm just going to put that in there, and I'm going to set runway heading. Runway 10 for today's departure, actually. So yeah, that's good to know. Actually, we could just go on Avitab and check that airport. We can just put in KFLL and we can get an exact magnetic. There you go. So we're just gonna set in 97 degrees magnetic north, and we're good. We're pretty much good. ILS 110.10, we're going to set that on the standby list here. Actually, that is going to go on the active, just in case we need to come back here if anything goes wrong. Let me just check the mic once again. Come back here if anything goes wrong. Alright, everything's fine, seems like. So yeah, I'm going to set the ILS. Actually, there is no ILS in Key West, so yeah, I don't think we do need that. Ground power is off. Let's go to ground services here, disconnect the GPU. The chocks can go out.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
And we'll push back here, close to this 767 and UPS 757. This is actually a UPS facility that we're actually parked at. So
great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
So yeah, we actually, right before we push back, I'm going to listen to the Addons. We need some accurate weather information right before we depart. We don't want anything wrong or any of that. So yeah. So we are that's basically our elevation. Addons 135.0. So I'm gonna set this 135.0. And that is good to go.
Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, INTL information whiskey. 1700
3015 on the altimeter.
100 F10, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 4,200 scattered.
Alright, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to
23,000
connect.
broken. Temperature 22, dew point 12. Altimeter 3015. Arriving runways 10 left, 10 right. Departing runways 10 left, 10 right. Advise on initial contact you have whiskey.
Alright, I have whiskey. Thank you very much for that information. We don't need the Addons anymore. I'm gonna pull up the Keywest information, airport information. Elevation 0. So that's good. Flight altitude 11,000 feet. That's going to be our cruising altitude for tonight.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Toes connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Alright, seems like we're good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the parking brake off. Strobe lights, because we can't forget those. And we can just go parking brake off here.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Alright. And we're pushing back out of the UPS facility here. We're actually prime air, but it doesn't matter. We're good. Alright, let's go ahead and start engine 2. Whoops. Shouldn't have done that. And there you go. We have into rotation, so we're just going to wait for that to rise over to 25 for me to get the fuel control valve up to idle. I mean, yeah, you know, instead of cut off. And we're good. Let's listen to this beautiful startup. 737-700 engine startup. It's always nice. And there you go. Okay, yeah, it's good. You know, since I don't have flight simmer over, I need to check the mic every like 5 seconds, just in case nothing is damaged. Cause you know, YouTube has really been terrible with everyone lately. I don't even know what's going on with the platform anymore. Like it's just not the same. Alright, we have hydraulic pressure on the right side of the plane, so we're just gonna go engine number 1. We're just gonna start that up now. Start valve open, and we have into rotation again. Alright, so we're just gonna wait
Just
for
about
that.
done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
And we're gonna set the parking brake here.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Alright. If you notice any issues, please tell me. Flight Simmer's not here to tell me every issue, every mistake I'm making, so it would be appreciated if you could tell me if anything's going wrong. Key West is not that far away, that's why we're cruising so low. 11,000, that's set. Let's wait for that to start up. We're almost good there. The gens are ready. So we're just gonna switch to gen power here and switch off the APU. I don't think we need it anymore. Packs, anti-ice, and we're good. We are good. Back to gen 1 and we can see some details there. Auto brakes, RTO.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Alright, thank you very much for the help. Okay, yeah, we need some lights up here. Oops, this is not real time because it's nighttime right now, and well, I would fly nighttime if it wasn't Key West, because you know, Key West is like right in the middle of the ocean, like Florida Keys, so it would have been a little dangerous for me to approach Key West that way. I'd only do visuals at daytime. It's not even ILS or anything. There isn't even a localizer for runway 9er, so I'm just taking a little risk here, but it's fun, you know, to fly down there. And taxi lights can come on. Flaps 5. Make sure that's set to 5. Good. And I think we're good to go, actually. When we turn off, lights can come on. Gen 1, that's on bat, that's good. We can get rolling, actually. sadly I forgot to get the charts for Keywest. So yeah, here we are. That's, I believe it's 2-8, right? Okay, that must be 10 left. We're heading towards 10 left today. So this must be runway 10 left. And it seems like it is, so we're heading towards 10 left. We're gonna go ahead and taxi towards this taxiway, and then turn right immediately, head straight down for runway 10 left for departure. We're not that heavy today, we're just carrying some cargo down there anyway, so alright, let's go ahead and go parking brake off and start the taxi process. Alright, looking very, very nice. We have some very nice Zebo sounds by, I believe, Audiobird XP, which brought us the F-mod sounds for the Zebo team. I believe also for the Ultimates, VNav and LNav. Yeah, there we go. Of course, I'm gonna set this to 09, wait, this was set to 09 or 7. That's the one it's supposed to be. Wait a minute. You know what? 09 or 0 on both. We have enough time. And yeah. That's the transponder right there. It's very quiet right now, both in the chat and in Fort Lauderdale, because I also have live traffic running. I'm seeing absolutely no traffic anywhere. And well, yeah. Alright. Looking nice. Alright. Core 09 heading 09 7 for the runway 123 on that. Everything is looking fine. We're ready to go. So basically, landing lights can come on, this can come off, strobe and steady. Alright, I hope we didn't miss anything. Okay, good. I was just checking the mic again. You know, Flight Simmer's not here. Gotta make sure you do everything. There you go. We have... Whoops. That is not where I meant to turn. Actually, it was where I meant to turn, but too early. I'm not gonna turn there. Is our nose wheel access set to yaw? It seems like it. Okay. It's acting a little weird when I add some router inputs. Alright, we're gonna backtrack to the back of the runway, because we can't turn on here. It's a bit risky. Let's actually go forward a little bit here for the view for out 2. We don't want it that dynamic. Just checking. Yeah. I'm just gonna see. Do we need to do anything else? No, we do not. That's the ILS for 10 left. Hopefully it doesn't start beeping, because that's annoying. Alright. And let's go ahead and start the ETA clock. Bring them up to 40% here. And toga. Airspeed is alive. 80 knots. V1 and rotate. Gear up. Please tell me we have enough fuel. Oh, come on. Let's see, 5.0. Yeah, little trick. It's using up a lot of fuel. Trust me. Flaps are coming up to 1, and I'm engaging LNav right now. We're gonna pitch down a bit. We don't want to climb out that much here. Keep the speed controlled there. We're supposed to be turning that way. Autopilot is now engaged. We're following LNAV. Alright. The autopilot is now climbing out of Fort Lauderdale. So let's watch that turn around 10 degrees there. And yeah, making sure we're climbing out well. Those can come off. So far looking pretty well. Really nice. A really nice view of the Florida beach right there. Alright, insufficient fuel. It is strange. I told you, it's consuming way too much fuel. I'm trying to like maintain it something stable, but I can't find anything. I'm trying to okay, yeah, it's working fine. Again, I had to check. Flight simmer's not here. We're still climbing at a ridiculously high climbing rate. Let's get to 10,000 feet. And at 10,000 right now, increasing our N1 limit for the speed. Any lights can come off. It's not a commercial flight, but I'm going to do that anyway. Flight attendants. Thank you. Alright. The climb. Whoops. I forgot to close this door. Flight deck door. And we're getting really beautiful ortho for Florida today. Very beautiful. The clouds are also looking really nice. That's downtown Miami, I believe. Yeah. Okay, let's continue our climb up. We're heading for Monate, then Marathon, I believe, and then Keywest. It's going to be 1500A. I'm going to reset the altitude for the MCP down to 1500 feet here. Looking really nice. Arnam, welcome to the stream. It's nice to have you here. Actually, I was very lonely here. So it's nice that you showed up. What time is it for you? Because like a bunch of people are not showing up because it's late for them. So it might be late for you. For me, it's 6:32 p.m. Alright, you're EST, that means it's 7:32 p.m. for you. Very nice clouds up here, 11,000 feet. 7 p.m. Yep. I'm US Central, so it's 6:32 p.m. for me. Alright, we don't need to set an ILS or anything. Yeah, everything seems to be alright right now. We're cruising pretty fast, so we might get to Key West before we expect. But VNAV should be able to be taking care of all of that. Yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator. I was streaming that this afternoon, but I just decided to set some other things up. Tomorrow I might actually do another Microsoft Flight Simulator stream. Oops, gotta set this to off. Oh, it crashed. Oh, sorry to hear that. In my case, I just ended the stream because I needed to configure a bunch of other things. And that's Miami. That is Miami. Very nice view of Miami International down there. Yeah, MFS has crashed for a bunch of people. I know, as well. Yep, Miami. It's a custom airport, and it looks really nice. But it's nice to have you here. I don't know how long you'll be here, but every minute is appreciated. Whoops, forgot to turn on the window heat. Can't remember. A bunch of stuff, but not really that essential because like we're in Florida, so basically it's never cold here. And if it is, everyone's just gonna panic. So we haven't heard much of that. So how's the mic quality? I hope it's good, because Flight Simmer isn't here to criticize every single part of my stream. So just have to make sure that everything is going smoothly. I didn't really plan this stream. I just decided to just stream it because I felt like streaming. So alright, 5x5, that's really nice. If you hear any issues, it would be nice if you could tell me. Alright. It is. Gotta check the weather for Miami. I did listen to the Addons, but all I care about the Addons is basically the altimeter, because nothing is really significant in a flight simulator except the altimeter. So Miami weather, let's actually look that up. 72 degrees. That's actually pretty, yeah, you're right, it's chilly for Miami. Quite. I would expect it to be around probably the 80s or something. But yeah. The clouds look nice and they aren't killing my frames like crazy, so that's also nice. That's why when I used to fly on Mac, I always turned off the clouds, because that absolutely like killed my frames. Your house. I really like the primary livery. Really brings a beautiful piece of immersion to the sim. I've flown with this livery quite a lot. Flight Simmer knows. Imagine flying on Mac. You can see a bunch of videos in the past I've done of tutorials, explain tutorials actually, on Mac. So you can already see, actually I did make a startup video when I used to fly on Mac. So it's quite, it was pretty terrible. The frames were actually pretty terrible, but like after all, switching to, oh, finally I had like live traffic on, and I'm in Miami and I'm not seeing anyone. Like, that's really weird. Very rare. Something really rare is not seeing anyone in LA. But I'm actually starting to question the way I installed CSL, and if it's okay right now. I mean, so far it hasn't, I'm not aware of any issues. COVID, I know. Yeah. It's actually something I really like. This interactive checklist that I never use, but it might come in handy someday. So basically a full checklist in one page. I don't even know if these are actual Boeing procedures, but I mean, it says Boeing, so I actually use the one that's in here, and I make sure that before I start my flight, I go to general config and make sure that's at detail, because that's what I base myself in to just start everything up, and I don't really like memorize everything. I like to be 100% sure that I'm following proper procedures. So just print it. Yeah, I should do that. I should do that instead of actually just using this all the time, or like write it down. So how's your day going? Mine is going pretty nice right now. It's a really relaxing afternoon. We're transitioning to nighttime, but like here in US Central, it's literally like dark as if it were like 9 p.m. or something, because that's how it is. That's how it is in the winter. So, yup, I'm doing fine. That's good to know. 293 knots. That's 0.537 Mach. I did not know that. I don't even know if I'm reading that correctly. I should be getting the altimeter for Keywest soon, because Minate, and then Marathon, and then Keywest. And then we're like circling around the Keywest, the Keys. to enter runway 9er. It's going to be an RNAV approach. And so yeah, the arrival must be sort of interesting, because I mean, looking back, the last time I did the runway 9er approach, I was getting pushed. Like, the poor airplane was just getting pushed, and I landed, like, the landing was not that good. So alright, cool. 10s for me because of Microsoft Flight Simulator and Streamlabs problems. Yeah, that's why everyone has been having issues with YouTube lately. A bunch of big YouTubers such as Jeff, also Sim Aviator, Etsby, Alaska, 559. You've been on his streams. We've both been on his streams, I believe. We've been also having, all having YouTube issues, like mic issues, for example. I mean, for instance, I have a stand for the PC, and so sometimes the mic quality might sound disrupted because there's a bended thing. Like, it's basically bended. That's the only way I'm gonna fit it in under, because it's 18 inches up, but the PC is like 16, probably like 16 and a half, because it's leaving only like half an inch to get the cables working. But I mean, it's good that it's 5x5 for now. I mean, YouTube has been just taking down a bunch of channels for absolutely no reason. Like, I got striked a few months ago, and then I found out the owner of the video didn't even claim the strike or anything. Like, I don't even know. Yup, get a mic stand. That's actually a really good idea for the mic. And I'm also planning to get a pop filter, because sometimes the mic quality might decrease because the pop filter isn't present. You know, that filters a lot of air when I'm saying stuff, so it's good to have that. YouTube is sus, I know, right? Like, you upload a video, 1 minute later it's 360p, and then like 40 minutes later it's 1080. Like, that makes no sense. Like, if it's done processing, then it should be showing good quality from the start. And also, like it's annoying sometimes how YouTube treats people. Like, the platform is just dying for some reason. It's just not being nice to the people who are contributing. Like, for instance, YouTube is now, like, you're probably going to see ads on my old videos and my new ones or whatever, because, like, YouTube is going to make money off your effort, and they don't care if you don't want ads on your videos. That's their way of making revenue. And to me, that's actually really unfair, because I want to make revenue off my effort. Like, they can't just steal my job and call it theirs. Like, they're not even doing anything. Like, it's really mildly infuriating, if you know what I mean. It is. It's really annoying. I want them to just give us the credit we deserve, because sometimes, like you, for instance, I believe you reach 100 subs, and that's amazing. But, like, what if people just put like, it's as if people were just advertising stuff on your door without your consent, like putting a poster for like a pizza place or something, I don't know, on your door, and you don't even want them to put it there, but they still do it anyway, and they make money off of it. It's quite annoying, but I mean, what can we do about it? I mean, even big YouTubers who are actually in the partner program will complain about it because it's not fair for anyone else. And we're making very little revenue now, because most of the revenue is not going to YouTube. And to me, the fact that you are here is revenue enough for me. But still, it's still unfair for people who are actually doing YouTube for a living, and they can't, like, what if they have like a family or something? Like, how are they going to be able to feed their kids and stuff? Like YouTube has been very, very weird lately. Ever since that monetization thing, I don't know if you know him. His name is One Giant Onion. He makes videos about eating onions until a new Shrek movie is released. So basically, I watched his latest video. He said he was looking at Lego Ninjago. He wasn't even streaming it, So he wasn't even streaming the movie, but he quoted a few phrases on the movie, and like people were actually like, and then YouTube would just give him a strike and took away his streaming privileges because he was quoting phrases from the movie. Like how's that even doing anything? Like I don't even know what YouTube is up to. Yeah, YouTube is also a hobby for me. It's something I just really like doing for fun. And other people just take advantage of all of your fun and turning it into money for them. And we're not even getting any credit. That's why ads are here, but I mean, they should have kept it fair with us as well. At least giving us a fair share. That would have been very nice of them, cause like it's our effort still. So yeah. Oh, look. We're going to be descending soon. 3000A on that. That's for the go-around. That's the go-around altitude. My NCP, I have not given YouTube a cent in 5 months. Yeah, you know what? They find a way to make money somehow. It's just weird. Like, they have YouTube Premium. Like, what's the point of that? Like, all you get is less ads and that's it. Like, you're paying... Yeah, ad blocker. You can just simply get that. Like, I don't get it. Like, YouTube has been like Apple lately. Overcharging you for stuff. Like, that's how annoying they've been. Alrighty, we're soon going to be approaching Keywest, so I'm just gonna get the Matar here. Keywest Matar. And if you want, we can do the leg back to Keywest. I mean, back to Fort Lauderdale. I don't have a flight plan for that, but sure, we can pull something like that off. So it's 1020.1. So I'm gonna put that in here. Actually, we need some init ref details. So flaps 40 at 110 knots. That's pretty low. I'm gonna go 121. No, 115. Yeah, because I don't want to be too fast and the plane has to be like too floaty or something. You're gonna need to head out after the landing. Alright, that's okay with me. That's alright with me. Tomorrow I might be going live, or might be doing some 747 training, cause like a practice flight, cause look, that's a marathon down there. Flew there a few days ago. And that's plane. Anyway, might be doing a 747 training flight because the stream is coming up soon. So we might wanna make sure everything's working fine, because it's a mod. It's a 747 mod and it's still in beta, so I can't guarantee that it works perfectly like a charm or anything. Like, yeah. So, I hope the mic is still, like, doing well right now. And we'll start our descent soon. Here's our top of descent. That's the desal point right behind it. I believe we descent to 240 knots right before the top of descent. And our go-around path is set, so, because Keywest knows, because you know, if you approach Keywest, you're gonna have to need a go-around path set. Alright, yeah, same here today's stream. Now that I have finished eating my pizza, I can type faster. Tomorrow I will stream and probably play on Ed's plane. OBS problem should be fixed. Yup, I actually did stream. My first stream went perfectly fine with OBS, but the next 3 streams were a nightmare. And like, OBS, it's like OBS has been partnering with YouTube and Streamlabs with YouTube or something to make our YouTube careers miserable or something, because like a lot of stuff has been going on, and it's the latest stable version of OBS, the version that we're talking about. So it's quite annoying how everything's just broken. Oh, it's cracky. Okay. Alright, I disconnected it and connected it again. I hope that fits something. I do know that that's the solution, cause the mic is bended in order to fit under the what's it called? Under the table. So, you know. Also, are you still watching? Cause it doesn't show me anything. Anyone is watching. YouTube probably broken again. Alright, 3020 is the altimeter. Okay, good, good. Yeah, I know that's the problem now. That's something I'm gonna have to fix. Alright, good. Yup. We're gonna hit the decel point soon. And we have a bunch of clouds, so we're probably not going to be able to see Keywest until, well, probably like 5,000 feet or something, if we're lucky. We have a really nice view of the Keys. Very, very beautiful. I like Keywest a lot. So, Arnam, are you from the US? Because you live in the East Coast. You might be from the US, I'm not sure. It's sort of a weird question, but I just want to know. Because I'm not from here. I was actually born in Colombia, but I live here. So, oh, cool, you're from the US. I'm not from the US. I just came over here because living here. Miami? Oh, we were just over Miami. Yup, that's why you said it was your home. Because it is actually your home, your actual home. That's nice. Right? The throttles have been retarded. Descending down to 240. Drag is probably going to be required right now. So we're just going to go ahead and appearing from Venezuela. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. A lot of things have been going on around Venezuela. And so it's nice that you have parents from there. Let's see. So runway 9er is over to our 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. It should be down there or something. But I'm starting to see the orbits part of the scenery, so I'm 100% sure we're getting closer. 100% sure. You haven't gone there in 6 years? You should probably feel safer here. I mean, just saying. Cause the thing is pretty serious back there. Sorry if this gets political. You're good. You're good. We're just having a casual conversation here. And okay, I'm just gonna arm these, retract them, pretty much. If they go up too much, yeah, same here. Actually, I don't have a lot of family in Venezuela. I do have lots of family in Colombia. But I don't go there too often. I mean, I was there a few months ago, but I've been just here. But I'm probably gonna go. I'm actually gonna go again by Christmas time. So I'm not gonna be able to do a birthday stream, sadly, so I might be able to do an early birthday stream. Okay, yeah, this is sort of annoying me. I just wanted to maintain 240 knots, but it just goes up again. Alright, throttles have been retarded. And yeah, it seems like it's handling it pretty well. So, landing lights can come on. Everything seems to be okay. Lights are good for landing. Auto brakes, I'm gonna want them at 3. We're going to be expediting at a further point in the runway. So you have been in Miami for 4 years. That's actually pretty cool. Like I lived the first 5 years of my life in Colombia. So yeah, I know. Alright, let's actually decrease the range for this. 10 miles. And runway 9er is 10 miles out, I believe. And this is the military base. I believe it's Foxtrot 5-1. the military base that's right before Key West, and Key West should be right there. There it is. That's the airport we're headed for. Key West. Forgot to test the lights. I forgot to do that. It's fine. Auto brakes are good. 6,000 feet, and we're starting to see the Florida Keys a lot more, in a lot more detail. It's a nice military base. Should probably fly here with like a C-130 or something. Alright. Key West looks really nice. Let's actually check the airport information again. So we do have Addons just in case we need it. We probably will never need the Addons. But actually, I just want to experiment something right before we get past Key West. 119.67. Will it actually tune me into the actual Addons? Let's see.
Key West
Oh, look.
Information whiskey. 1700 Zulu weather. Wind 070 at 10. Visibility more than 10.
3012. Okay, we have the accurate altimeter. Good.
Scattered. 5300 broken. Temperature 21. Dew point 17. Altimeter 3012. Arriving runway 09. Departing runway 09. Advise on initial contact. You have whiskey. Alright,
I do have whiskey. Wait a minute, I do have whiskey for both Fort Lauderdale and Key West. Okay. Alright. Flying Key West, over Key West. What's your current speed? We're descending down to 179, so I'm just gonna go flaps 1 here. 159 there. Flaps 1. And we still have like a million more flap settings to go, so. But it all leads up to 40. It all leads down to 40. Alright. Looks good. If it tells us that we need drag, we're gonna add drag. But even if I feel like we need more drag here, I'm gonna add it. Just a disclaimer here, Prime Air never flies here with a 737-700, nor they operate this plane in real life. They do operate the 737-800, not the 700, and definitely not into Key West. If a cargo airplane ever goes into Key West, it's a Cessna Caravan 208, but definitely not a Prime Air 737. I'm just doing this because I'm crazy, and Delta does operate 737 700s in here. A bunch of Airbus aircraft. I mean, Boeing aircraft. I don't know if the 800 does it though, so. Sure, the 700 does it from Atlanta, I believe. Atlanta, because it's Delta, and if it's Delta, it's Atlanta. Atlanta. Whoops. Flaps 2. And it's going to be 149 knots, and that's what we're aiming for the churn. It's right around 29 minutes on the ETA clock. Nice route, to be honest. Yes, definitely very scenic and very beautiful. I actually really like it. Yup, this is the 737-700 BCF. I'm definitely not flying the 800 in here. And I'm actually not even making any promises. We might actually have to go around if the winds are too intense. Let's actually check the wing flats. Yup, same as usual. Same as usual. This looks very promising, I guess. And we're keeping it there. 3,000 feet. 3,700 feet. And we're starting our churn on Addons. And on Addons, we're going to go ahead and churn back to Key West, runway 9er. Is that an aircraft carrier? Yup, look, an aircraft carrier in the Florida Keys. Makes a lot of sense. Very nice to see an aircraft carrier there. Might as well just land there or something. It's very useful considering that there's an airport that's literally like 5 miles ahead. Like, okay. Alright. And that's your 1508 points. VNAV is taking care of that. And let's continue our descent. We're probably doing an out CST, as I like to call it in Airbus. You maintain a certain altitude until a certain point. Looking quite nice. Quite nice. And here we go. Let's continue. We're going to go ahead and intercept that flight path. It is a VNAV path. VNAV is taking us to the airport. Something I really like about these routes, I mean, you don't have to turn on the constraints or anything, as you would do at an Airbus to see the altitudes. If you want to pull off a VNAV or something similar, you're gonna want to turn on the constraints in order to see those in the flight plan. I mean, do they still call this MFD in Boeing? I'm not even sure. And flaps 10. Is this flaps 10? No, flaps 5. Flaps 10. Oh yeah, this is called the FMC. This is, I don't know what, probably, yeah, PFD and MFD still probably. And there we go. Weirdest thing I've seen all day. You can't spawn one aircraft in an international airport, but you can spawn an aircraft in the middle of nowhere in Florida. Live traffic's also acting weird. Flaps 15 coming down soon. 2,500 feet. Flaps 15 and gear down. Yep, 1,000 to go. And let's continue down. I can see the PAPI lights. Without those, we'd be dead. Honestly. We're good on glide slope. We did activate it though, cause like the visibility would usually be low around this area. This is giving me flashbacks to how exactly that approach was. It was literally swinging me from left to right. I could barely keep a stable approach into Key West. But this is why you don't fly this sort of stuff in here. It's very, very dumb. Unless you're flying Delta. Their pilots are a lot more experienced than I am. Especially with this aircraft, in terms of this. But honestly though, in real life you have to be like some sort of pro pilot in order to actually operate 737s in here. Flaps 25 and yeah, that's the runway. Just mark my words, you're very, very, very rarely going to ever see me fly a 737 into Key West or any aircraft at Key West at nighttime. Mark my words. I promise. You're very, very rarely ever going to see me do that. And flaps 30, flaps 40. Just going flaps 40 immediately. Yeah, we're pretty high actually. Autopilot off. I'm gonna pitch down here. Let's see. The plane is. It seems like it's easy, but it's also very floaty. Yep, I feel it floaty. We're still lightly loaded in here. That's good. I've never thought I would have to tune the lights up so much at nighttime. Speed brakes are armed. We're high on glide slope. We're at 1,000 feet. And we're less than 2 nautical miles away from the airport. Do you think we're gonna have to go around? I think we might have to go around. Better too high than too low, actually. It's going to be hard to recover from a really, really low altitude if you're at a low speed. This plane is basically flying by itself at this point. The winds are basically floating it up and down. And I'm just trying to compensate with some aileron inputs or something. Get your landing grade in, actually. Might want to do that. I have the landing grade FPM thing. Yup, a little bit high. Oh, come on. Nope, going around. And we're going around. Come on, Toga. Thank you, autopilot. You served us very, very well. We're going around. You know what? I'm gonna pull this off visually because I don't trust autopilot anymore. What is the throttle? What is the throttle even doing? Yup. Yeah, I don't even know the flight dynamics of this thing at this point. At this point, it's insane. You know what? I'm pulling off a teardrop approach. I'm gonna fly right over this. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna land. Oh, come on. Now it's telling us that we don't have enough fuel. We could have landed at Keywest safely. Told better push back to freaking get us into the gate or something. Flaps 1. I'm not even throttling up. Like, this thing is just weird. I'm not throttling. Oh, I forgot one little detail. One tiny one. This stupid auto throttle. Probably what made us go around. Dang it. I'm gonna have to fly like this into Keywest. But you know, at least we're getting in. Hopefully safely. And not legit crash before the runway or something. I don't even know the flap setting at this point. Yeah. I'm gonna keep the altitude stable there. Flaps 5. Okay, yeah. Let's throttle up a bit. And I'm moving back. Gear down. This is the craziest thing I have done in this entire day. Let's get down to VREF. And there it is. Runway. No, you know what? We'll pull off an approach into 27. Auto brakes mats. No joke. We don't want to float too much here. Let's continue the approach. Alright. Are you gonna keep the guess? Cause I'm giving you another chance to guess. Since we went around. If you want, you can keep the guess. If you want, you can change it. Whatever you want. Honestly, fine with me. Like how it's getting this dim. And now the weather decides to clear out. Thank you very much, weather. Alright, you're keeping it. Perfect. Let's get down. Why am I doing this? I promise if we don't even have enough fuel, look, we have 980. Okay, we have 970. Look how much fuel we're losing. We might want to keep this at a little bit of a high altitude here, but I don't want to go around again. Alright, at least I do have more manual control of the airplane, and now the weather decides to worsen. Right, the weather's getting worse. Yay. Alright, minus 133, you said. Let's try and see if you actually get it right. I'm gonna go a little lower here, just to make sure I touch down right before. Make sure not to go way too low. Okay, yeah. There you go. Exactly what I did not want to achieve. Alright, and we're idle on the thrust. Let's see if we actually... Alright, 216. Not too bad. As long as we stop this thing. Okay, yeah, here we go. Alright, welcome to Keywest. Welcome to Keywest. This was a really intense flight. Like, whoops, not gonna keep that on. You don't even know. I mean, well, you do know. Flaps are coming up. Alright. Let's go ahead and expedite here. 12 knot tailwind. Darwing Alvarado, welcome to the stream. You got here just in time for the replay, just in case you want to watch that. 6 out of 10 landing. Alright, I get it, Arnaud. It's a short runway. I was nervous. We got it down after a go around. I promised you, if I didn't make it in this time, I was gonna go solo mode and ditch in the ocean. No joke. Because we didn't even have enough fuel. I would have to pull off something crazy to get this thing down. Let's see. Tattoo lights are on. That's good. Whoops, forgot to start the APU here. I'm just gonna wait a little more here. And that's good. Yeah, clear that. Master caution out. Whoops. Okay, yeah, 111.10 is... let's put that on standby. Sort of bothers me that it is on standby. There we have it, Kansas Link A320. Parked there. Taking our spot. That could have been her spot, like, come on. Could have been. Alright. Just in time for the replay. Just in time. Let's go ahead and hit the brakes here, just to not go way too fast. And I'm gonna park... I'm gonna have to park here, actually. I know that both of these are stock, CSL, you know, static aircraft, from Orbets. I don't know about any of those. Alright, seems like we do have some space here for us to park and, well, deboard our cargo, I guess. Deplane it. And you know what? I'm gonna stop here. Don't want to blind anyone else. Alright, we're now on APU gens. And welcome to Keywest. Very, very nice flight. Truly nice. It was very, very nice. Do you see the keys as well? Down to standby. And ADIRS off. Over to the ANOP side of things there. Good on the fuel pumps. Electric pumps. Come on. Why is the weather so good after I land? After I almost kill everyone on board. Okay then. Set shocks. I'm just gonna, let's see, do we have to do anything else? Nothing that I'm bothered to do, so flight director's off. And let's go ahead and switch off the APU. Isolation valve. There you go. That is off. And battery off. Welcome to Keywest. It was a really nice flight. And now I'm going to go ahead and replay the landing. Let's just go ahead and put this on. Gonna turn it down just a bit here. Alright, sounding nice. Let's check out the landing replay. It was around an hour and 17 minutes total. Not as good as I thought we'd get, but sure, good enough. Good enough of a landing. Don't know why I'd ever have the idea to land a 737 in Key West. Like, that's a joke. Let's just set this view right here. Let's just speed that up a bit there. There you go. Let's go ahead and check out that touchdown. It was a 217. It was okay for Key West. Okay. Just okay. Alright, not too bad. From this perspective, I think I sort of like the landing. It's better than crashing though. First class view. Although this is not a passenger plane, it's just nice to see these as well. Yeah, I think I floated way too much on this. Floated way too much, but good we had our auto brake set to mats. That way we stopped, well, almost immediately. Alright, let's check it out from this side. Pretty rough, but sure. It was a beautiful approach still. Although we had to go around. Still very nice. Check a tower view here. I don't know why I did this, but sure, it was fun to fly a 737 in here. Also kind of painful, but more fun than painful. You see how I floated more there? It's interesting. Alright. Let's go ahead and stop this. And, well, that was actually a really nice flight. I enjoyed it a lot. Wait for that to shut down there. And, yeah, as I was saying, very nice flight, very scenic approach. And, of course, not that bad of a landing. I expected to get something like a 400 FPM or something. But, yeah, truly nice. Thank you all for joining. Hope to see you guys next time. See you later, aviators.